Hi, my name is Sachi Shastri, and this is my Speech 3, How to Choose a College for Speech 1101. Getting an education is important, and finding the right college is probably one of the toughest decisions an individual must make. Those who have a college degree earn twice as much as those who have only a high school diploma. But choosing a college can prove to be quite difficult. There is such a variety, and there are so many factors to consider. Price, size, location, and prestige are just a few of the things we must take into consideration before making the final decision. With so much on our plates already, the entire process can be quite stressful. But it doesn't have to be. As a senior in high school who is in the middle of choosing where my own college path lies, I understand the struggle. However, I can share the few tips and tricks that I have picked up along the way. There are many components of the college decision-making process. It is important to weigh all options before making one of the biggest decisions of your life. The major areas to factor into the process are categorized as education, price, and setting. Today, I hope to share with you how you can make your college search as hassle-free and worry-free as possible. Before you begin your journey of finding the perfect college fit, you must first evaluate education and where you see yourself once you finish college. Do you imagine yourself as a doctor wearing a white coat and helping patients? Or do you instead envision a future of teaching children in a colorful classroom? Or maybe you aspire to be an architect, building the next Empire State Building. Whatever your goals may be, you must align your major with your dream. A major is a specific area of study that helps you prepare for the career of your choice. Some examples of majors include chemical engineering, aerospace engineering, electrical engineering, finance, and physics. While most colleges offer a vast menu of majors, such as these, if you will, to choose from, many colleges have a specific area that they are known for and excel in. For example, Georgia Tech is generally a prized engineers college, as they have excellent math and science programs. On the other hand, Emory University is a highly popular college among medical undergraduate and graduate students, as it offers stellar research and shadowing opportunities in the medical field. After you choose a major, try to narrow down your list of prospective colleges by finding one that specializes in your field. However, don't let yourself get stuck on name-brand colleges. Sometimes it may seem that it's better to obtain your degree from prestigious universities because of the myth that a better name on your degree can lead you to have higher wages. While this is true to a certain extent, the difference is not major and most definitely is not worth the risk of the higher price. For example, one study done on Yale and the University of Connecticut shows a $20,500 difference in total cost of attendance, but only around a $7,000 difference in salaries. Lastly, on the education spectrum is evaluating the size of universities, which directly relates to the size of classes. While class size is a personal preference, it is important to understand that the bigger the class size, the less of a personal relationship with the professor. Learning may become distant because the class is more lecture and less hands-on. But again, preferences vary from person to person. Overall, the most important factor to take into consideration is the education aspect. The second most important thing to factor into the college decision-making process is price. We live in a world where many higher-paying jobs actually require at least some college education. Unfortunately, this education is not free and is actually rather expensive. Tuition, room and board fees, and meal plans add up quickly, and the price tag can easily delve into 5-digit figures. In fact, tuitions are rising annually, with the cost of public 4-year and 2-year universities rising even more drastically than the private ones. And over here, you see that the public 4-year ones and 2 years are rising extremely quickly compared to the private universities. For this reason, it's crucial to weigh all options before picking a university. There are many types to choose from, including public, private, community, specialty, and technical. Local and state governments typically help to fund public universities, so they tend to offer lower costs, especially to the in-state students. On the flip side, private colleges are primarily run through tuition and fees, as well as private donations. This means that the sticker price is often much heftier than the public ones. Even still, junior and community colleges offer costs about half as much as four-year universities, including the public ones. Because there are so many choices and price ranges, you must first evaluate which you can afford in the long run. Calculate debts versus eventual income, and fully weigh all your options before making your decision. It is important to remember that a little debt is okay, as long as the eventual returns will help you shed that debt. The last thing you want to focus on is choosing your ideal college location and geography. Do you enjoy cozy, rolling hills outside your dorms? Or are you more of a bustling with city type of person? Maybe you dream of studying abroad in the shadows of the Great Pyramids. Whatever you choose, remember that your choice will directly affect your happiness and well-being for a couple of years. After weighing education and prices, give major priority to the setting in which you can see yourself in. Do not overlook the seemingly minor detail, because if you're not fond of your surroundings, you're less likely to retain information in the educational setting. Of course, you may always opt to take online classes in which you can get a college degree in the comfort of your own home. Again, as with all factors, it's a personal preference. Whatever you choose, make sure that it's the right fit for you. Picking a college can be a really stressful decision. With so many factors to think about, it's easy to get caught up in the hurricane of choices. However, the process can be smooth if you organize your choices and evaluate which you want from your college experience. In the whirlwind, there can be clarity. Do not stress, nor should you get caught up in the trivial matters, such as partying and sports. It's all right to have passions, but don't let that hinder your academics. After evaluating what you want education-wise, find the price range that suits you best. Keep in mind the types of setting and geography you feel most comfortable in. After you understand your criteria and personal preferences, make a short list of universities that fit the bill. If you have trouble finding or choosing from one of these, you can always take a college tour to find out which college you feel most at peace with. Oftentimes, the college visit can be the ultimate deciding factor, as the campus and college might draw you in. Just remember, the decision is yours. The future is in your hands, and it can be as bright as you want it to be. Thank you. And I have pamphlets for you that you can have a summary of the information as well as help in your own college career and your decision-making process. Thank you.